when you look at like Kikuyu culture, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man doing that. Some women marry themselves.
Huh?
Yes. Women dance around what they want. So they have to guess and guess and guess. Kenyan women, they'll tell you exactly what they want.
Isije ikasemekana watu wa small nyash awamata because
it's
small nyash matters too. Mark boy, they expected you to leave a mark. Until you ilikuwa kadogo.
As long as amenyamba mbele yako hapo ndio unajua mapenzi.
Hapo ndo of course, yeah. Mbona ufanye kazi mapema? Nunua haga mdomo ni bure. Mimi kwanza siko najua yeye ngorota hivi. Mimi siwezi lala na mtu anangorota kama tingatinga usiku.
Want us to do.
Tightness,
wetness, cleanliness.
Moja iende. Niaje wako, welcome back to yet another episode of MaForeign podcast. I go by the name Cheche 25 Flow.
Kabisa. I go by the name Josh aka Mhesh. Na leo tuko na si my guests anymore.
Returning members.
My returning officer.
You know.
You already know.
You know what time it is. Thank you for having us.
Jitambulishe tuanze na hapa hivi upande wa
You know, man, me, Ian Lauren from Tanzania. My artist name BeingRil. You know what time it is, so you already know, man. You already know.
Hapa tuko na Henry Rasheed. By the way, mkuje mnunue mtura.
By the way, yeah.
Piga.
Waambie
As Kenyans, tunataka kuanza hii story na like tuko na Kenyan community. Ile design like if tulikuwa tunafanya home, if tulikuwa tunakula home, tunataka tuzi outsource tunazileta hapa pia tunafanya the same thing. So kitu kama sato tunataka sato, you know, sato jioni.
Yeah.
Tunaenda hapa hivyo tunakula mtura, kachumbari, kanyama kidogo,
kabisa.
Kaugali. Hivyo tu. Tunafeel kama bado tuko home.
But unajua kitu na wa Kenya, si prefer kuonana kwa giza. Ndio maana klabu tutapatana.
Wanapenda za giza.
Za gizani ndio tunataka juu. Lakini before tufike gizani,
kuna nuru gizani.
To pregame hapa.
Ndio hiyo.
Kimoja wenye waendi za gizani wanaweza enda mahali mambo yao inaonekana kwa wazi.
Wajikate.
I don't know. This guy ameongea hiyo story whatever the event yanajaribu kunini. Mtu ambie what's going on? Like, can you give a detail?
Okay. So basically tunataka kurudisha ile enzi ya Kenyans kukutana. Kenyans just, you know, we want to build camaraderie. Like, we want Kenyans to love each other. We want Kenyans to know each other. You know? We want to build connections with each other. Like, tunaishi US. Hii place hawezi survive bila watu wengine.
Yeah.
Na hapa si kama Kenya, like unaweza toka nje, you look left, you look right, unaona majirani. And the majirani wanakujua kwa majina. Wanajua mama yako ni nani, wanajua watoto ni nani, wanajua bwana na bibi ni nani. Unaona? Ile design wanakujua wewe as a person. Wanakujua ni nani, wanajua mahitaji yako. Unaona ile Kenya ukikuwa mgonjwa, majirani wanakuja wanakusaidia, wanapika, wanafua, wanafanya kila kitu.
Hapa tunajua tu Josh Mlevi,
Ndio hiyo. Yeah.
I don't know kama Ian TZ ni aje mkono hiyo culture ya hapa hivi kama watu hapa.
Wait. Person sharing na majirani, those are two different things. What are we talking about? Maki person sharing ni kitu tofauti, bro.
Hapa hivi US, do you have that Ion Jarenya you guys meet from the Tanzania?
Yeah,
kuna na hiyo event. Hebu ongea kuhusu hiyo event
nyamkuwa nayo. We do have a Tanzanian community here locally in Minneapolis, but I've also
to invite us to kuja ku experience.
Tanzania.
No,
is it nyinyi mnaenda kula zaidi ya chakula?
Ngoja nikwambie, unajua wale ni ndugu zangu, ni kaka zangu na dada zangu. Mimi kula unajua siendagi sana. Mimi mara nyingi nakuwa na nyewe wa Kenya, mnanielewa au hujanielewa?
Tunakupenda binamu.
Umetuzoea hapa hivi, umeona hapa.
Unajua, let me tell you, sometimes like you meet people that you
come generous.
Yes, very, by the way. But you also meet people who are engaging, and I mean, you guys, I talked about culture earlier, but like you guys just mesh. I don't know if you know what I mean.
I think we have a very outgoing culture. That's why.
No, I do think Kenyan culture is very receptive. Even the community is very receptive to Tanzanians. Like, you guys love us. Kwa hiyo when I'm in the Kenyan community, I feel loved, I feel appreciated. You know, I'm well taken care of. You know what I mean? So like, life is good. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Kenyans were so friendly.
We're so friendly.
Yeah.
We're so giving.
I've never had.
We're so giving.
Sio na msee kuja Kenya ama anybody akuja aseme usikie it's so rare usikie msee amegive a negative feedback.
No.
Yeah.
Kenyan, you guys embrace like other cultures and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's like you guys are so welcoming, whether it be business, pleasure. We see a lot of Nigerians right now moving to, Nairobi, doing their thing. I don't know if it's legal or not, but they still keep on doing their thing. But you see how they're very receptive. And let me tell you something. A lot of the guys from like the Nigerians and the guys from the Western culture, they love our women. So I don't know what our women are doing, but clearly they're getting a lot of applause for that. So,
Well, our women are just straightforward, They tell them exactly what they want, Most men, women dance around what they want. So they have to guess and guess and guess. Kenyan women, they'll tell you exactly what they want.
Do you think that's like more because I feel like it's also a culture that has grown up recently. I don't know if it's just about Kenya though. Some women are very straightforward because I feel how, let's say, our Nigerian brothers present themselves. It's like, it's a little bit more transactional. Like, we're gonna have a good time.
That's what
I'm gonna take care of you.
Love.
Really.
Wait, how many people do you think hapo nje wanaoa for love?
Like realistically speaking, I feel
It's all conditional. Nakupenda because wewe ni millionaire. Mbona ni ndakosa aje kukupenda?
It's about like interest. Probably the people
No. What percentage of marriages do you think is out of love versus out of maybe benefit?
Interest.
Yeah, like personal interest.
Love
on both sides.
itself in the modern day is built on need.
You think
It's
so?
marriage.
You're meeting my needs in this way. I feel protected under you.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndo maana nakupenda. Trust me, if you are a threat, ndasema sikupendi.
Who does marriage benefit more?
sacrifice kubend some
Who does marriage benefit? Men or women?
Well, they say
I think
women,
it
but I
cuts
don't really have
across
proof.
because
I think
It does,
cuts
right?
across,
yeah, it does cut across. So.
Okay, so women provide certain things in a relationship that men can't.
Yeah.
And men provide certain things in a relationship that women can't.
The only problem is modern day has showed you that there's no separation of roles in the institution of marriage. Inakuonyesha that what a man can do, a woman can do. What a woman can do, a man can do.
Yeah.
Easy separation of roles is not meant to bring division. It's just everybody understanding their role. Kila mtu akona role yake ya kuplay. Now, just because I'm playing this role does not mean yours is less of importance.
Facts.
But sasa watu wako sijui eti mwanamke haezi ambiwa aende jikoni, unataka kumwambia nini?
Which I don't understand.
That's a question I want to have from our audience, our beautiful sisters. That's one question that I feel like when guys say, maybe I want me a woman who can cook, or I love me a woman who can cook, sometimes it's taken in a negative way where women are like, oh, is that all you think about us? Like we belong in the kitchen. But in a sense, it's also like maybe that's what somebody genuinely likes. Like, maybe they like good food and stuff like that. It doesn't mean that's your position, but it's just a preference. Just like how you have a preference for a guy who has money. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you say that vividly and nobody's out there out shaming you guys for that.
Ni mwanamke yupi ushaisikia akisema, me, I want a broke guy.
I've never heard that.
I want a hardworking fella. Huyo hardworking fella lazima ikuwe na pesa. Hardworking, unajua hata kulima ni hardworking. Unaweza kuwa unalima kila siku na ujaomoka. You're hardworking.
Yeah.
See,
But
most women actually do marry up. Most men marry down.
Polygamy. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So
probably 99% of men marry down.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
But
And
most
vice
women
versa
think they're
with women.
settling. Most women think they're settling. So what are you settling for? If you think you're settling, right, and you think you deserve,
You're the settlement.
right, you deserve more, right? Why don't you go get it? Go get it.
Man, there's a lot of factors.
It's the same thing. Like women be like, I don't want a
Let me tell
broke
you
guy.
something.
I don't want this. I don't want that.
There's a lot of factors of play. You can't just
So-
tell these women go get it. What are they gonna get? It's not like they go approach the guys. The guys come approach them. So if you
What's
think about
stopping
it,
them?
If you think about it, they're gonna have to choose from the options that come towards them, not what they go for. So obviously, whether
So-
they settle or not, but they're choosing from a pool that approaches them. Rarely do we
So-
see sisters
But
approaching
no
people.
one
In
is
terms of the
preventing
game-
women from approaching men.
But this is the thing. In terms of the game, you want to stick to the script that women are to be chased.
Yeah.
But ukifika ni hapa pengine unataka kubend rules that they are to be chased but hawafai kufanya hivi. Juu hata kama mwanaume anaweza fanya hivi pia wao wanaweza fanya.
Yeah.
But kuna mahali mna draw the line eti, lakini ikifika ni kwa kutafuta mwanamke hawezi tafuta, ni yeye anafaa kutafuta.
Right. A man should provide, yes.
Okay, let me ask you guys something. Marriage or a wedding, do you think that's a transactional thing?
I don't even think. Okay, so marriage and
So you
wedding
know.
are two different
Yeah, wedding
things.
is an event.
Wedding is an event.
Oh, okay, sorry. Marriage. Do you think marriage, like when people get into a marriage whereby it's
Right.
like they're married, right? Do you think that's transactional or is that a love?
It should be transactional.
What do you mean it should be? Hold on. That's where you're losing.
Because this is two people.
So is
coming
it like a
together.
business deal?
Unaweza keti tu
It
na
should
mtu
be a
hivi tu,
business- it should be.
mpendane for no reason, mmekaa tu hapo.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause like,
but- no.
what makes you
if
love
you
this
love
person?
someone, if you
Okay,
love someone,
If
potentially,
they're not your sibling, achana
okay,
familia
hold on,
because
hold on.
wanawapenda
Okay, so
regardless.
potentially,
Right.
I'm probably attracted to them. Right? I'm probably there's chemistry between me and this person where we vibe in a way. Maybe they're interesting. I love her company. She loves mine. Out of that, we bond, and that bond leads to something bigger as time grows.
Yeah.
So it's not just out of nowhere.
Hii company is
right? But those are transactional
hizo nini
things.
zote ni transactions.
Nipe
How are they
nikupe.
transactions if
Nipe
Either way,
nikupe.
there's an interest in you.
Okay, wewe
It doesn't
sichukue
have to be
kampani yangu
love.
kama
Listen,
siko.
you can't be with someone who's not reciprocating your energy.
oh hell nah, that's what you're doing
Exactly.
right now.
So if you're giving
That's
energy, they
transactional.
need to be matching it.
Yeah.
but that's energy though.
It's transactional. You're giving
Okay,
it
no,
and
no,
you're
But hiyo energy
Receiving.
receiving.
inakuexpress aje mse. Hiyo energy, how do you feel energy? How do you
Because-
feel reciprocate energy?
Actions.
Right. Because
Actions.
we're not talking about monetary value.
But
We're
that-
talking about intangible things, emotions.
No, okay, okay. You guys are going too deeper. Let me just put it in plain text, right? The rich guy goes for this very beautiful girl, right?
Right.
And this beautiful girl goes like, "Yo, hey man, this guy got money. He got status. He got good cars. I'ma marry him." And this rich guy is like, "Damn, this girl is very beautiful. You know, everybody's looking at her. That's my girl's my source of pride. Damn. So I'm marrying you for your looks and maybe how our kids may look like. I don't know.
We're
and
trading
you're marrying
looks
me
for money.
That's transaction.
Okay. Now let me go to my next question. Do you think beauty equates to monetary value?
Depends how you use
Sometimes it depends on your environment. There's knockout girls out here who work in McDonald's, who work in Dairy Queen, and then there's just like basic plain Janes who are supermodels. You've seen knockout girls in Africa, and then you look at supermodels in America and you go like,
Okay, so basically being beautiful is valuable in our society.
in every single aspect,
Okay.
humanity is driven by beauty.
I wouldn't say driven, but I think it's influenced to a large
we
extent.
we pick each other. We pick each other off of beauty. We pass off our genes based on beauty.
Why?
I wouldn't say
Mbona
that's
uo-
attraction.
mbona uoangi personality?
See,
Wewe si
yes.
uchukue tu
Who-
personality yoyote
yeah.
mzuri upeleke nyumbani. Usiangalie vile inakaa.
Right.
Just take the personality. Check the character.
And this is see.
Nah, we're not doing that.
It gets complicated
No.
because like, how do you define beauty? Because beauty is different in almost every culture.
You're gonna know a beautiful girl. Stop playing with me.
No,
it's
we're not
influenced-
talking
it's
about
very-
that.
It's
beauty
very
is-
cultural.
Is influenced by culture.
Beauty is
Haya,
culture.
Waafrika waliishi kujua makalio kubwa,
It's the thing. It's,
maziwa.
yes.
Hiyo ndo tunahitaji. Wazungu, they literally had this lady
Blonde.
kwa museum, wamemweka, watu wanakuja kumuona
Yes.
juu yako na makalio na
Ati wanalipa do.
wanalipa.
Yeah. The woman was in a zoo for a minute. She was
Yeah.
from Congo. She was Bantu.
Okay, let me ask you guys this kind of a very deep, maybe psychological question. When you look, let's say, at a thick 5'5", thick in the thighs, African sister, do you think it's a mental construct that, oh, we as men are supposed to admire that, or you genuinely admire that as it is? I don't know if I'm making sense.
Again.
Like, do you think it was a social contrast, or
Familiarity.
when you look at it, you're like, okay, this is something that, I like. I don't know if it makes sense.
So, and we were talking about this before tuanze pod. Yeah. Mwili zetu, they usually adapt to your environment.
Yes.
And
Okay, keep going.
and mali uko, your environment, what you grow up seeing is what you grow up to admire. Ndo maana unapatanga uwezi tamani kitu hujaiona because hujaiona, uijui. This is what you know. This is what I appreciate. This is what I have every day.
I mean, this is
Ndo
called-
maana sometimes sasa when you see something different uko, oh, wait a minute. Kumbe kuna hii pia.
kuna options.
Yeah.
Mhesh, tell me your open house sijaelewa.
but
Give me a
mali
perspective.
umefungiwa, it's all based, I think it's all based na exposure yenye uko nayo.
Yeah,
If you have no
yeah,
exposure,
yeah.
you're gonna be limited.
We can talk culture, we can talk science.
mi nasema
Uh-huh.
as things go by like venye una kuwa exposed
Yeah.
sometimes interest you change msee at the end of the day.
Leo napenda makalio, kesho napenda
So you're telling me-
let me tell you,
Okay, hold on.
kama grow up ukiona the African say grow up ukiona wase from your community wase wanakuanga tu hivi
Yeah.
that's what you're gonna have in your mind, that's gonna like
Even
hiyo
itafaa
itapenda.
kuwa.
This is what you have, that's what you see, that's what you're gonna reach, hiyo ndio tunaweza access, lazima upende hiyo.
Kwa hiyo unasema mwanamume wa Kiafrika ambaye anapenda makalio makubwa angezaliwa Marekani akaishi Marekani asingependa matako makubwa? That's what you're saying?
No, you would
Later
just
on
naturally like
maybe
something.
nimekuambia as time goes by ukiwa kwa exposed ukiona kumbe kuna huwa na nyingine hapa
Yeah.
you can still
Ukiishi
like,
ujaiona
you know,
matako kubwa until uone matako kubwa ndo utakuwa like kuna nini
and
ingine.
I don't know why unataka kusemaje ni kama kila every mwanaume Mwafrika lazima anapenda
No.
it's not like
It's not okay.
It's an example.
It's not an absolute.
yeah so you know just
Yeah.
But this is a cultural
just
thing.
Cheche.
majority na ni venye kitu tulipata ndo hiyo hapo sasa utafanyaje msee utatamani kitu ujaona
Okay, maybe. Okay. Yeah.
Kitu la kuteteza. Cheki. As Africans, most of us, we have different body than the rest of the world. We were never mixed with anything. We are pure Homo sapiens. The one thing we have is we've carried genes all the way from, time immemorial. We are the original humans, right? So for a black woman, she needed to be able to carry. And the only way they could carry is by having deposits of fat around the waist. That's why many African women have a good butt
Curvature.
to waist ratio, because we're not mixed with anything else. We're pure Homo sapiens. Now, that is an evolutionary thing, because we grew up out of where? Africa. There was a time where the environment was changing over and over and over. So there was scarcity, there was food shortage and everything. The mom will still be able to carry the child when she's pregnant and able to breastfeed, because the butt, guess what it carries? Adipose tissue. That's just fat. It's like a camel. It's like a camel that has the hump.
So it's
It's a natural evolutionary thing. So the more men
that's the
see
first
that,
time I've heard that.
the more men see that, the more they associate with what? Fertility, sensuality, beauty. To the point
Okay,
where
that makes sense.
we never saw the butt as something sexual. That's why even now, you go back to coast, Tanzania, Kenya, everything, you find people twerking. Normal culture,
Yeah.
Things like mapuka, you go to West Africa, mapuka, that's pretty much twerking.
But
What are they
to be
showing?
honest, I don't know what
They're
talking
showing
excite
beauty.
watu by the
Yeah.
I don't know why it excites a lot
Because
of people.
it shows sensuality. It's a sexuality. It shows you that this person is fertile.
Fertile.
This person is able to
Carry
carry
my
a
child,
child.
my seed.
Yeah. So the innate part of you knows that. Think
So
about
there's
it
a
this
natural
way.
attraction.
Yes, it's a natural attack. It's like when you wake up in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you have the wood. No one ever tells you to get the wood, because your body knows I'm supposed to be doing something. It's evolutionary.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though.
Yeah, it's all
For
about
real, it makes
sensuality.
sense.
That's why we shake nyash.
It does make sense, man.
Yeah, we shake nyash because we're showing like
I'm fertile.
We're
I can carry a child.
we're healthy.
Sasa isije ikasemekana watu wa small nyash our matter, because
No.
No, it's just
small nyash matters too.
Yes.
Small nyash, yeah.
Was giving
They
us
shake
some
too.
some
Yeah,
perspective.
siku anajua kuna mtu akona opinion hivi juu ya hiyo nyash
Hey, Dr. Nyash.
Dr. Nyash, how are you, brother?
But the yokitu inakuanga simple. Inaitwa iko na jina fulani inaitwa spec something. Ni jina, it's a scientific thing.
Okay.
They don't study it much because again, it's associated with like black people, and Western beauty culture is very different from us. We're so used to the petite girl, blonde hair,
anymore,
blue
but
eyes.
okay.
We have none of that. Those are mutations. We're looking at that and we're like, our body has never, like you guys said earlier, you cannot be attracted to something you've never seen before. We only started seeing white people recently. So we never fucking knew what the fuck was going on up there. Those people are mutations. They're not
Sasa
real.
shida yetu tunataka kuwa kama wao.
We want
Afro
to-
hair yetu
Yes.
hatutaki eti tunataka kuweka Brazilian.
Think about it this way. We're the only people in the world. Where does our hair grow? Towards the sun. Is in the sun the power of our universe?
Yeah, it powers the universe.
Yeah. Isn't the sun the source of our power? But our hair grows towards the sun. It literally defies gravity. But you guys want to be like one people, like the moment the hair grows, it starts falling. Everything starts falling. You want it to be, see, their NYASH is just falling. Our NYASH is able to defy gravity.
Okay. Tokyo.
Nyash.
You know.
But my issue,
Curvature.
my question yangu moja ilikuwa
What's
ni-
your issue with Nyash?
Nyash, shida yangu ni moja. Mulisema inaonyesha ya kwamba how healthy, you know, wakati akitoka
Yeah,
hapo
yeah.
ni-
Scientifically, yeah.
My issue is niaje, wakati amepiga shots mbili na anataka kusikia hiyo healthiness yake ina kiki inasema like let me show them. Like shot 2-3 akipiga it's cause hawa si wa kutwork, there must be like nowadays msee kutwork lazima aingie club apige shot 2-3 ndio aanze kupiga hiyo nyashi yake na huko mbele. Is it like hiyo ndio time mind yake ina kick in like I'm healthy, I'm supposed to show out this stuff.
Hiyo ndo culture tunaishi sahii, that mtu unahitaji kupiga 2-3 before usimame pale uonyeshe watu. Na ya sahii ukionyesha watu ni advertisement, si ni watu hawaiangalii kama beauty, watu wanaiangalia aki hii.
Yeah.
Scorpion kadunga hapa.
Because tumefika like we've been integrated into like Western culture where, like you said earlier, unaona kama wale watu walikuwa na bebo kutoka Congo by the Belgians and then they're being put in zoos. What were they displaying? Their natural features. Oh, cheki udem lako na matiti kubwa. Cheki ule dem ako na nyash kubwa. Because it's not fucking natural to them. To them it's all about jealousy. So no, we didn't need alcohol to see the sensuality. We needed to numb our actual self to be like the fucking Neanderthals.
Nasema nini maneno ya nyashi buda?
No. Me. Okay. Same topic of Nyash, right? But I wanted to get your thoughts. What do you guys think of BBLs? It's something that has been coming up a lot recently. So I just wanted to get what are you guys' thoughts on it?
We're getting deeper.
Again,
Hey.
who's getting the BBLs? Who's getting the BBLs?
Unajua kitu BBL imefanya mali imeharibu. BBL ime set standards zingine zenye make sense, unnatural standards,
Unrealistic standards.
and now that's what people are chasing. Watu wamekewa hii perception the same way tuliekewa perception na mzungu that unajua hii slim petite hii ndio inafaa hii size. Sasa society imeevolve to a point sasa imewekea watu makalio kubwa is the thing, and guy you don't have makalio kubwa kuja unaweza ekewa na kwanza you know what unaweza ekewa kubwa hata kuliko wengine. Ongeza mwingine anaona hata mimi nataka.
But now let's go back to the reason why. Most people nyomaona wakiweka BBL, what do they use it for? Tell me they don't sell sex online.
No, there's some that don't.
They use it to shake it.
You can
No.
Wewe
not
unaweza
everybody-
nunua makalio ya kuketi.
that's not the goal. I don't
Eti
think.
juu unataka-
no. We're not
unataka
talking-
para
we're
BBL,
not talking-
unataka comfort ukiketi.
Yeah, we're not talking in absolutes and
Of
we're not
course,
talking about
maybe to
exceptions.
increase their beauty standards in terms of the society beauty standards.
We
To
live in
increase
a
their chances, but not everybody's doing it because of OnlyFans. or trying to sell sex.
Again, we're not doing absolutes here. We're not saying everybody does. Obviously, there's
I don't
going to
even
be
think the majority.
a few.
Maybe.
You think
Okay.
so?
I don't think. I think a few, like you said, but I don't think the majority do it because of that. Personally, I could be wrong though.
What do you think the BBLs are for?
Msee.
Because most
When
people
you
in Monaco
una-
BBLs, yeah.
Okay.
They do some sort of like sex work. And I'm not even talking about OnlyFans.
I disagree.
I'm talking about strippers and such.
Nah,
I'm including them.
I disagree. I don't think it's the majority, but I disagree with
But
that. But I think they also do.
unajua even for regular humans,
Yeah.
other than that, leave alone the transaction of money.
Yeah.
The only reason people are doing this, it's hii kitu ni sexual sensation.
It attracts.
That's the only thing they're trying to
That I
evoke.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Juu mbona unaongezwa matako ndo ikae kubwa kwa toja? Ufanyie nini? Pants zikuwe comfortable? No.
Again, it goes back
It's
to
to evoke
sex.
that sexual
You're
sensation
selling
in-
sex.
Nah, I don't think it's selling. I think it's some people just like to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
So to look good, you
So
have
to
to
look
alter
good, you
yourself. You have to alter your natural body to look good.
All I'm saying is to them it makes sense. It may not make sense to everybody, but I guess to them
hiyo
it
ni
makes sense.
ile kitu wameona, ile kitu wameonyeshwa,
The society
wameambiwa
pressure,
unafaa kuwa
yes.
hivi. Yeah.
Society pressure, yeah.
So what is society pressuring them to do?
They've seen NYASH, they want NYASH.
Yeah, who's working with the NYASH? What is the NYASH? What is the NYASH doing for
I mean,
them?
if
If it's not a seller.
By the way, unajua ni extra tu silicon yenye
Yeah.
kusaidia na kitu yoyote. Na unless unaitingisha kuiuza, it has no value.
And that's why people get it, to make money.
Nah, I disagree with that part. I don't think it's to make money. Not all the time.
Okay.
Again, we're not talking about all the time
Let's say
here.
you found yourself in a situation where umesema you're like most African man, you prefer NYASH, you want to see NYASH. But sasa you also appreciate the aspect of mtu, personality ya mtu. What kind of person is this person?
Yeah.
Sasa upate kidosho mrembo na personality ambayo nayo uko sawa nayo.
Yeah.
Down the road, is this NYASH that you usually want yenye wewe unatakanga kushika? Would you recommend it?
I mean, you're working with ifs. But again, speaking of me, right? Even though I have a specific type, that doesn't mean if I meet somebody else who's not that type, but we bond, or, the vibe is there, I'm going to disqualify them just because I know my type.
So you're
I'm
gonna forgo NYASH?
Yes, I would forgo NYASH.
Okay.
I would, personally, yes.
So
not
go
that
for...
important.
It's not that deep.
You can go for personality.
I can go for personality.
But you won't compromise beauty.
I mean, it's still gotta be beautiful though, not gonna lie. I mean,
Right.
yeah, even though not even beautiful, I gotta find you attractive. Those are two different things. No, let's be honest. Being beautiful and someone finding you attractive are two different things. Yes. I can find you beautiful. Oh, that girl looks good, but I'm not attracted to you.
That's what I said.
Right?
Really?
It's
Yeah, you can be beautiful. I'm not.
beauty
I'm saying a lot
is-
of beautiful girls that I'm not attracted to. I'm like,
Beauty is very
Equal attraction.
subjective.
that's what I'm saying.
Beauty
Yeah.
does not equal attraction.
And what you're attracted to is not what I'm attracted to. So at the end of the day, like, the famous saying, beauty eyes in the eye of the beholder, because the person who you may not find attractive to another person that's very attractive.
I think it's not even about...
You can
I
be
don't
beautiful
think
and not
beauty
attractive.
don't lie in the eyes of the beholder, because we can all see something that to some we're beautiful, but attraction is what deeply lies in the eyes ya mwenye anatafuta. Because see wote kuna dem tunaweza ona tuseme ni mrembo, like we've all seen the beauty, we've all appreciated the beauty, but do you feel attracted to that person? Maybe I do, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kabisa.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Haya basi, moving on to
tuambie.
maybe current events. Anything? What's been going on? What do you have?
Kuna DM ya jamaa mwingine hapo aja subscribe bado anapinduliwa weekendi. Ameenda kwa anko.
Guys, please subscribe, man. You already know MaForeign podcast doing big things. We're out here, so like, share, subscribe, share with your
Trying to
people,
link
share
up
with your
the East
friends.
African community.
Yeah.
East
You
By
know
the
African.
what
way,
time it
actually,
is, so-
we're not secluding
No.
anybody. We'll take-
So
We're going
No.
global.
click
Yeah.
on that subscribe button and share. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Sindio?
Kabisa manze. So
Ian, before tuanze ulikuwa umesema uko na shida. Kuna watu ulikuwa unasema uko na shida na.
oh yeah.
Really?
Kuna kitu ukasema ukatukimbisha ukatuambia tuanze kwanza hii na.
No, that was the topic I was talking about. That's what we started with.
Alisha
Yeah,
address.
that was the topic.
Alisha address your
I already
topic.
addressed the topic, yeah. You guys
Alitaka
are paying
kuuliza
attention.
like mbona specifically go kwetu
Yeah.
because
And then he answered like it's a
but wewe ushaijiuliza mbona unapenda makalio?
I can't answer that question because it's just something that I like. So I can't, like, you like what you like. So I don't know why I like it. I don't know why in my mind that's attractive.
it's evolutionary.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You don't know
But
why
I know
you
I
like
like it.
Nyash.
You don't need to know.
But that doesn't mean if somebody who comes without it, I would disqualify them because they don't have it. Now, I feel like I'm also mature to have a conversation with the person and stuff like that. But in terms of human being and I'm, sitting on my couch and I'm having a beer or so, and, homie shows up with, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
On a good day.
You know what time it
On a
is.
good day unakuwa na type. Kuna siku nyingine yenye
But though you did say that.
Yeah, because kuna wakati unajipata 2-3 shots in.
type yako
And then your
regular
type just
four-
disappears.
So inadependa siku nianze hiyo
Oh, yeah,
siku.
also the amount of alcohol. Kwa sababu saa nyingine ukiwa umelewa,
A regular
a two
four-
can turn into 8 real quick.
Not a
Si hapo ni
two.
overstretch.
A two umeshuka
Hayo
sana.
umestretch.
I thought ungesema a 4 imeturn to a solid 6.
Hey.
But a 2
pombe utajua asubuhi ukiamka.
You need deliverance.
For real though.
Eti a 2 to a 10.
But hata hiyo design hata mimi nimelewa. Sio sijai kujipata hiyo situation. Like for me lazima nikujue na lazima nikujue poa.
Bro,
So,
let me
you
tell
can
you.
be- I don't
Let me
think
tell you what happened to
alcohol
me
can do.
this past weekend. You all know it was crazy this past weekend, right? So I won't get into the detail, but what I'm trying to tell you, when I got home, like the next morning, right? So I'm waking up, I check my phone.
Kwani ingekuwa the other
No,
So natarajia kuamka the next morning. Alikuwa tu ana hope ataamka at some
so
point.
the next morning,
ilikuwa mbaya.
I check my phone. I got 3 numbers. 3 numbers. Those numbers. 3. There was a Tanzanian, a Kenyan, and Ethiopian. Because I always put the flag.
Wow.
So I'm let me tell you something. I don't know. No. I don't know none of these girls.
Do you have an East African passport?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Do you?
So no. So I looked through them and I know none of them. I was like, man, you're not a man. Because there's no way. What am I calling
Did you hit
for?
up any of them?
None of them.
But you know kitu mimi usema
And say
unachika
what?
umelewa.
I ain't got time for that.
Kama umelewa, don't go for the number. Go for the socials. Because the next time unaweza review ngoja. Before you decide
I was
to
like, nah.
approach. Because sasa namba uamue kuapproach alafu upate ni
That was crazy. though.
si ile type ni ile type yako ya wakati umelewa na sasa uko sober.
Yeah, so
You
those are
said
two different people. Those are two
Yako ni ya
different
2 to
people.
8.
Those are 2 different people.
But have you ever found yourself in a situation where on Sunday morning these two you have no way of taking it out? Hii tu nashangaa utaitoa aje kwa nyumba.
Man.
Kwanza imekuwa comfortable ni kama unajua kuna kitu moja ile hype unakuanga nayo wakati unachipo, wakati unawinda unaamua kuokota kupeleka nyumbani.
Right.
Sasa asubuhi kuiambia itoke.
I feel hii conversation tungekuwa na dem pia hapa hivi.
Wajitete.
Yeah, I feel like this
Waseme
conversation
mbona watakange kutoka?
I don't wanna just have a conversation
But-
whereby I feel like already tuko na
Tuko biased.
already tumewasulubisha
No, tunajiuliza mbona?
Ni
Tunaulizana
kusulubisha,
mbona?
Like wewe unajua
You're being
ni nini
crucified
ili happen
right
last
now.
night. Unajua tulikutana wapi.
Yeah.
Right? Which means morning ikifika nisikuambie toka. Haifai nikuambie toka, si ndio? But then at the same
but
time,
vile ulifanya
at the same
feel
time, yeah.
usiku.
Exactly, but at the same time,
But the thing is
like
trust
utaki
me.
kupeleka mse mbio.
Yeah,
Utaki kupeleka mse mbio, but then utaki kukick mtu out. But
So,
situation.
what's a polite way? What's a polite way? Oh, okay. Morning imefika.
the polite way
What's a polite way and polite time kumwambia haya basi ondoka. 9 am imefika. 8 am imepita. Nimeleta breakfast. Tumechukua mandazi hapo juu kila mtu ako hangover na manini hapo. Tumekula. 9 am uingie kuoga utoke. Ala.
hiyo setting yako.
Unamuuliza nikuitie Uber saa
Say
ngapi?
something. 9:42 a.m.
9:42 am.
9:42 am.
After that, she's pushing it.
Okay, so unamuuliza nikuitie Uber saa
42.
ngapi?
43. Si 42 imeshapita. 9:43 boss.
So masaa ya kwenda kanisa ikifika you're gone.
Yeah.
Sasa nitakuacha kwa nyumba?
No.
Exactly.
But for me hii story yote mnasema I think mna narrow down maybe kuna kidosho fulani na kuna mwingine mnatakanga akae longer, you know?
Exactly.
Kuna mwingine pia unatakanga hata
Si kila mtu anaambiwa
aone
unatoka.
jua.
Yeah,
Hata kuona
of
jua
course.
alifai kuona. I'm speaking for the masses, you know?
We don't have a problem with it.
And I'm not just
We don't
'cause
have a problem with it.
what I'm trying to say is inadepend kila vibe yako itakuwaje na huyu mtu wako ni nani, how much you know him ama how much it's him how much you know her as
Ukiamua ni him ni sawa ni you.
By the way.
But sasa-
the masses but
but-
unaweza speak for the other gender though.
But sasa,
So-
how do you feel?
But mi na feel them smart enough kujua ni aje how much ama like mimi huyu jamaa tunajua na aje like hivyo betu imekuwa aje si eti wewe unajua imekuja mmejuana jana juzi ama unajua hii kitu haiendi mahali wewe unataka kukaa hapo hivyo ni kama unadai kupiga camp hapo hivyo bana.
Okay, but
Na kama
how do you
amebambika
feel
na
about
wewe? Amebambika na wewe nataki kwenda home.
ndio hiyo ile yenye unapata?
But mimi sijabambika
Cheki.
na wewe.
But
Sasa
how do you
atajua aje, ndo tunauliza atajua aje juu
Cheki.
wewe unataka atoke.
Msee,
angekuwa anajua nimebambika na yeye.
Atajua aje.
Mlitoka club na yeye
Mlitoka club unataka kukanyaga.
Read the signs. Basi anatoka 942.
Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
Umesema anatoka saa ngapi?
9:43 a.m.
Hiyo ndio threshold.
Sikia, mlikuwa club na yeye jana.
9:42
Wewe ndio ulikuwa
guys,
umelemewa zaidi,
9:42.
ndio alikuwa anasaidia kubeba kuja nyumbani. So morning ameamka, we bado hujaamka, ameingia kitchen, ametengeneza breakfast juu anajua utaamka ukiwa
Ile
hangover
nimwambie
mbaya,
huko.
aka clean.
Yeah.
Aka clean.
Eh.
Huyo sasa.
9:42 ako nje.
Kama ati kama ameclean kwa sawa.
Huyo anapewa
Huku unapanga kumweka.
Ngoja
No,
nikwambie.
huyo kama ameclean akae.
Huyo anapata extension kiasi.
Yeah, ameclean.
Kama amekuja na kuclean.
Ameclean.
Extension.
Ameclean na
Amecook na ameclean.
ile tu ya jana yenye.
Sasa nimwambia tunampea extension huyo kiasi.
Sasa wapi 11:27?
No, huyo 12:42.
Sasa si
Hata kama ni 2.
3 more hours.
Hata kama ni 2.
No, but like if a girl does
Unajua hivyo ndo
that.
watu huolewa. Unashangaa huyu
Facts.
walienda paje pamoja.
Facts.
Ni hiyo extension. 9:42 isipite.
But hiyo ni siku ya kwanza.
Clean, hiyo ni
But-
12:42.
So, tuseme hivi,
Kuna
siku ya
mademu wanapenda
kwanza.
sijui kama ni kujipendekeza ama unapata mtu ako naturally hivyo anapenda kuwa clean, anakuja umemchipo lakini amepata uko disorganized, unaamka unashangaa
No, no.
But then let me
No,
tell
no,
you, let me tell you guys,
Alikuja
let me tell you
saa
guys, to be honest, almost let me say 90% ama let me say 80% of marriages zilianzanga na such a situation like mmepara na msee mka kidogo mkatulia usiku kapenda vibe yake hivyo. That's how she stayed and that's how you guys ukafeel like, you know, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like kama huyo by 9 asubuhi umesikia like hii vibe yake, that means Sara, you know,
but msee ni
already
ngumu kufukuza
ushajua
mtu.
this is not the
Ni ngumu
person
sana
that
kuambia msee
Ni ngumu
atoke.
kuambia mtu atoke.
unless
Inakuanga aibu pia. It's very
Mi
embarrassing.
nishaikaa kwa nyumba hivi msee, niko kwa simu the whole day na hii kitu bado haiambii mtu oya we by now unafaa kuwa umenotice huu mtu ana time ya kupatia attention. Jitoe.
Unadhani
Lakini wewe uko hapo tu umebangaiza, unataka kurandaranda, unangoja eti tunakula nini lunch we.
So na cheki ikitu when it goes back to like how men and women see sex. See, most men ukibeba dem umpeleke home ukanyage umalizane, most men see that as conquest. You have achieved, you have completed the mission.
Yeah.
So the game what? Game over.
Yeah.
But to women, that's when the game begins.
it is what it is.
9:42 a.m.
9:42 is
Yeah,
when
game
now we
over.
9:42 is when we define what are we.
But
But
when
when-
define it before 9:42 because by 9:42 we are nothing.
Most men don't do that. Most men just want
Sasa-
to release.
Yeah, but you know sasa the problem with men after they don't want to state chenye yeye genuinely anafeel.
Yes.
Anafeel because you've agreed kunipatia hii kitu anai-entertain.
Yes.
And once you choose to entertain it,
Yeah.
that's it. Once you choose to decline it, inakuwa enmity sasa. Hiyo
Exactly.
ndio shida.
And that's a problem with us men. We should stop doing that. Like if
Tuache
a woman
kumenyana.
No, watch it like if a woman says no to you, it should not be, you shouldn't feel some type of way.
Yeah.
We need to take rejection with grace. Yeah, most men don't. That's why unasikianga dem amekukataa, unasikia ameanza kutukanwa, ameitwa majina.
Kwenda,
So unashangaa like
unaringa,
udem
hata shosho yangu alikuwa vaa
yeah, unashangaa like sasa udem amefanya uchali nini? No, it's just that
The rejection.
The rejection. And which is funny because like most of us go through rejection almost every day.
Yeah.
So it's not like a new thing. See, most women don't know what rejection is. If they lived like a man, they'll be killing themselves. But we are so used to it. So why can we just handle it with grace? Why do you have to, kutukana mtu because they're saying no to you? Again, like you guys said earlier, beauty and attraction are two different things. I can find you beautiful, but I'm not attracted to you. So you can come up to me the same way women. You can go up to a woman, you can find a woman attractive, but she's not
Hata
attracted to
unaweza
you.
kuwa mchawi mrembo.
Yeah. So we just need to, the way we see sex, we need to change that. And it goes back to the way we're educated on sex education. We're not very educated
But
on
you know
sex.
the African culture really shuns away from sexual education.
We really need to revisit that.
Hebu nikuulize,
Because-
ukiokota kidosho kwa club alafu asubuhi akwambie umempenda tu, umependa vibe yake alafu baadaye upate ni mchawi.
Ni sawa tu. Sasa utafanya nini? Si ulishalala na yeye. Tunakubali tu.
Tutachinja kuku.
Ja kuku.
akwambia leta
But
mkia
like,
nyama itatoa wapi?
how would you even know? Like, it's not like they're just gonna tell you. It
But
can't really happen unless unakuta anawanga sasa anaanza
Kwanza-
Uchawi
Yeah,
ni spin-off
kwanza ni
ama
mchawi.
energy?
Sema kidogo
Ni mchawi wa nini?
umevibe na yeye kidogo ameanza kuopen up akwambia by the way mimi
Nilikuanga devil worshipper.
time nyingine
See, but that's not
I
mchawi.
believe in some
It's-
magic.
okay, my
It's
question is bado ni mchawi aliacha uchawi?
bado you believe in some magic kuna vitu fulani ufanya
Kwa bado ni
ndo-
mchawi.
yeah.
So inategemea ni mchawi gani, because African culture there's different types of witch doctors.
Kama
and
kuna
witchcraft.
uchawi
unaongea
unaweza
black
kubali na kuna
magic,
nyewezi
ama
Yeah,
unaongea-
there's a lot of witchcraft that's
So
just
kuna
perfect
there's
and
one you
good.
can wewe unaweza kubali tu kutoka hize na yeye
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
witchcraft in
nini
Africa.
witchcraft ni forms
Witchcraft
tofauti
is
sana.
different. That's
Hebu
what we're
nipe-
asking.
that's
Actually,
why
watu
I'm
ni
just giving
kuiabuse,
ile-
abuse hao wenye unapatanga eti ameroga sijui nani.
Yeah.
ndo ndainipatie what
And that-
What?
type?
What
Actually,
type-
ukiingia
like-
stories za
Yeah, witchcraft, can you
witchcraft na
like,
nini,
which is beneficial to the society ama yenye unasema yenye unaweza kubali ama
Incantations, burial rituals.
hiyo sasa
it's
witchcraft.
hizi vitu
It is witchcraft.
No, it's so unaenda mbali.
acha
It's
nikwambie
witchcraft,
hizi
achana na
vitu
hiyo
they're
story.
deeply integrated in our culture
Yeah.
na, like mali tumetoka but sasa mzungu alikuja akakuonyesha hii uchawi ni kitu mbaya,
Ni
hizi
kitu mbaya.
vitu mnafanya nini but they used to be used for like rituals for
Yeah.
spiritual whatever.
When someone dies, they kill an animal and then their blood is spread. That's witchcraft.
No, that's
not
not
witchcraft.
Nyinyi mnasema uchawi.
Nyinyi mnasema uchawi because
Witchcraft.
practices like
you're
kama
so
those are cultural
stuck.
practices.
Yeah, that's not
those are
also
not
uchawi.
witchcraft.
But what are
But
you usually
what are you?
doing?
What is witchcraft?
It's a ritual.
Witchcraft is a ritual.
That
because
is a
they-
ritual.
What is a
Actually-
ritual? Kwani hiyo ritual ni nini
Let me
msee?
tell you.
Actually, witchcraft is not a ritual. Witchcraft is ni some magic kama
Nyinyi mnasema uchawi.
Okay, what about healers, shamans, witch doctors?
Yeah.
What about sangomas?
Nakwambia nyinyi mnaongelea
You're
uchawi. Hii ya
so-
watu kukulisha
you're so
wanyama.
used to the
That's what I'm
negative.
saying, mchawi.
You're used to the negative because that's what the white
Yeah,
man
mchawi
told
ni
us.
kitu-
Mchawi is not. What
Actually,
about
tell me about wachawi wa hapa hivi because nisikia it's a day, it's a big
hoodoo?
thing about
There's hoodoo here. Yeah. Are those
But
people are still
mostly
Christians?
ni,
A lot of them are still Christians.
Yeah.
So
Look at
But
the gula.
hizo
How does it
kuna
happen?
mostly hapa
The gula
ni
gichi.
za natives na mostly
Because
za
that's
Americans
kitu yenye
ndo
iko
kuna hizo
recognized
stuff.
na iko embraced hapa hivi how does it like
Unajua US ilikuja kuchukuliwa na non-natives. Natives ndo wako na hizo stuff. Wazungu sidhani wanakuanga na uchawi.
Wazungu walikuwa nayo, they just abandoned it. The moment they adopted Christianity, they abandoned it.
But the witch.
Look at let's talk about like Vikings. Vikings had so many gods, you know. They had believed in so many Odin, Thor, all those people, right? They have a place up in Sweden. It's called Uppsala. They used to sacrifice people there. Is that now witchcraft? But now they don't do it. They tell us you can't do that. You can't even kill a chicken. But they used to kill animals and sacrifice to their gods. But they came and told us that's wrong. As a matter of fact, we only had one gods before the white man showed up. Masai had one Ngai, Kikuyus had Ngai, you know, all these other people had Nyasai. It was only one god, monotheistic. But they still came and said, no, your practice is a witchcraft. And then they gave us Jesus Christ, the one with blue eyes. The one from Palestine with blue eyes? Okay. Very witchcraft. So now we can do all this other traditional medicine because those are witch doctors. The shamans, the ones with roots and everything, are those not witch doctors? Is that witchcraft? Or is that
I think you guys are mixing that stuff.
I think
with,
maybe
local herbalists.
you're just trying to
But they
blow-
are
because
they are
you
witch
guys are narrowing
doctors.
down to just the uchawi.
Mimi nawaambia
Yes.
demo alikumesema yeye ni mchawi.
No, Lisa, what?
Utaanza kunarrow down ulize.
Okay, let's go back to the question. Wait.
Dem ni mchawi.
I know,
but
the
it was-
typical definition ya mchawi
No,
Kenya.
no,
like,
no.
mtu
Let
anafanya-
me answer your question.
No, even
me-
like
hey,
just
hey,
banking
hey,
off
hey,
child.
I wanna answer the
Mchawi is a
question.
legal person either way.
Akisema ni yeye ni mchawi, right? Right?
Yeah.
I have to
Ama si ara mchawi.
Eh.
Nseme yani ama tusemaje?
Okay, so let's assume that's a Saturday. Kwa tukiamka that's a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Tuenda kanisani.
Demo akwambia
Right there and
ama
then.
akwambie
Unakemea pepo.
ama
We are going to
akwambie
church.
ama akwambie before
We are going to church.
before alikuanga anauza inini yake for a living sometime
Sasa
back.
hiyo ni kesi tofauti mse.
That's a whole different thing.
na already usha nini cause uliokot why you guys now right now mnataka kuepa
No, hiyo ni kiasi
That's a
tofauti.
whole different thing. That's a whole different topic. See, if kama dem ni mchawi, it depends on which mchawi she is. But then, like Ian said, tunaenda church Sunday. At what? You're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave at 9:43. No. You're not going anywhere. As a matter of fact,
Sunday, 10 a.m.
church.
service.
Yeah, church starts at 10:30. Go shower.
unaweza kume like personality amsema umependa vibe yake and stuff
We are
ameanza
going to
ku open up amemwachilia 9:42 umeendelea naye kwenda the whole of the rest of the day cause vibe iko sawa. Yeah, but then she opens up anakuambia nianze unajua mimi hivi before nilikuwa hivi na hivi na hivi.
Si ni
The
sawa,
next-
we tulivibe tumehappen.
The
And a
next
home
service.
sasa.
Yeah.
Tuende kwanza kwa
Hadi
kanisa
jana
kwanza.
liwipe maneno yako venye mlisema I thought
Tunaenda
you guys
kwanza
mlikuwa-
kanisa kwanza.
But though
Ni
you'll
sawa,
be
alifanya
shocked. You'll be
vizuri,
shocked.
Sababu
alisaidia.
that's
We
a
are
very
all
dark-
be shocked.
So
Ain't
if
no way,
open up
bro.
in a change the
We're
story.
going to church.
You're going
Hey.
to see her different, of course.
Akikataa kwenda kanisani tu hivi.
Of course, you're going to see
That's
her
it.
different. The moment she mentions
Any
that,
information you get,
Gift-
trust
it's-
me,
it's gonna
unaonanga
change you.
hata hizi vitu za eti mnatoa sijui masiri fulani hatuta judge, you're not gonna judge that person, but it's gonna alter your perspective ya
of
huyu
that
mtu.
person,
Kabisa.
you'll look at them different.
So
Boda
watu-
akwambie lakini aliretire after kufika 265 bodies.
so watu wasi open up, si ndio?
We
No, that's
imagine
not what
kwa
we're saying.
65 kwanza ni wangapi already walisha tuacha.
We're saying open
Okay,
up.
that's deep.
Someone is out there who's gonna match that.
Yeah, unasemaje watu wa open up ama niaje?
I think you
But let me
should be
tell you,
honest.
Guys, let's be realistic in life.
You need to be realistic.
No, the realistic thing is, yes, when you're getting to know your partner, of course you should be open to a certain extent. Because at the end of the day, there are some skeletons you're not going to let out of the closet, irrespective of the situation.
So,
that's
kuna
just
limits.
that's just the realistic truth. Because at the end of the day, even though you love this person to death, there are certain things about you won't say or let this person know.
Do you
The
think
same
lying
way
is
that
part of
person won't tell you
protecting?
that. That's just the realistic point of view. I'm not being delusional. That's a realistic
Right.
thing, right? That's just us being human. There's certain things you never let out there to your partner, and that partner has certain things you want it to you. It is what it is.
Is that
You keep
lying?
And let me tell you,
No, it's
maybe
not
10
lying.
years
It's
after
submission
you
of the truth.
or if 10 years after you discover like
That's lying by omission.
there's something
Yeah.
behind huyu jamaa uko unajua, will you feel betrayed, utamjudge ama utamfeel like how it's gonna happen?
Okay, let me
Na
just-
kumbuka you
Do the
guys
ends justify the means?
let me ask you a
Not
question.
always.
So Cheche, right? Let's say we're friends. We've known each other 6 years. You've never asked me, Ian, do you have a felony? You've never asked me that.
Actually sijai. Uko nayo?
No, man. I ain't
No,
got no.
sijai.
That's not the point. I ain't got no
Unauliza.
fellow, man. I'm a responsible citizen.
Anauliza,
But my
jibu
question-
swali,
Uko nayo?
anauliza. Uko
Man, I ain't got
nayo?
no fellow. What you talking about? Stop
Okay,
playing with me.
juu-
Si ujibu swali, unaingia defense
Katika
mode.
episode hapo.
Eh,
haya deliver point yako sasa.
anaingia defense mode nini?
You know, yeah, na kuna vitu zingine unakuanga unaignore kwa msee like you.
Okay,
Hujauliza
so
cause-
you've never asked me if I have a felony, right? But at the end of the day, I do. But you never asked me. And then down the line, you find out that I have a felony. Are you gonna be mad that I didn't tell you?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Ian, let me tell you. So
feel
here's the
like-
problem.
Is it your responsibility to lazima uinform like
Hell
No. But
Why
here's
did he
the-
ask me?
Here, Ian, here's the problem with the example you're giving. The kind of relationship that we are trying to form here. Hapa unaongelea mtu ambaye unajaribu kuchumbia. Akuja amekwambia
Huyu ni mtu wa
amekuliwa na watu
mpenzi.
269. That's a very different case na mimi kuja kufind
Is this-
out that wewe uko na felony.
No, even with a felony, remember, it limits you in America.
Yeah.
But that
But
The nature of-
ukiniambia felony, how does it,
It limits you.
relate to me? When best yangu ni wewe ulipata. When dem yangu umefinywa na watu 300. Hey.
okay, I mean
Reverse kidogo.
ama either way yekaje dem aja kuambia maybe ame commit felony maybe back akakuwa nini but down the line unakuja kujua dem mwenye nimejua ni mfiti tumekuwa tukimove na yeye hivi aje
Alikuwa na attempted
cause umesema
something,
kuna some
assault.
skeletons you can't let out of the closet you understand yeah what do you think about such information like dem anafaa kuambia like before unajua mimi nilipigwa kamiti pale ama nilipigwa hapo ndio nikatoka like before you knew me that's my past life
So-
ama anaogopa cause umesema there's some things you're supposed to keep behind anaogopa kuambia maybe utamtoa
that
you
trust?
understand yeah.
Maybe
That
alikuanga
trust,
jango, alikuwa dingo, akashikangu, akasavingi, akareform.
But then, again, is that trust? Because you don't trust me enough with that information.
but kama ameamua kuopen up, let's say you're 9 months deep in the relationship, ameamua kuopen up because now they trust you.
Okay, now I can understand.
Are you gonna judge them and
Oh,
say,
no.
why didn't you trust me early enough that ungefaa kunipatia hii information?
No, I think that's being idiotic.
But generally even ndo watu uiangalia, yani huyu mtu hii time yote ajai niambia.
No, my thing is, don't let me find out.
Then
But we find out.
basi wewe unataka kuambiwa on the onset on the
No, I'm saying don't let me find out.
If you
You
find
can-
out it's a problem.
If I find out on my own. No, if I find out on my own. Because hold on.
Open up once.
No, I'm not saying I'm not
Everything
saying you
will lay out.
shouldn't. Follow me here. Walk with me. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying there's a time and space for everything. Obviously, if you meet me the first few months, you're not gonna tell me everything about
Yeah.
you, right? But like you're talking about 9 months deep.
It takes
We're
me
talking about
It takes me 9 months to feel like I trust you enough to give you this information. But unfortunately, on month 6, kuna besti yangu fulani ulipatana na yeye akapayuka.
Akapayuka.
Sasa utakuja kuniekea lawama because sija kutrust mapema.
I don't think that's fair because again that's someone
It's
else
not fair,
relaying.
but
That's
your
someone
perspective-
taking up your. It's like someone breaching their trust and privacy to come tell you something.
No, but umesema we'll find out. We'll find out month 6. Na me it takes 9
Exactly.
months to trust you.
That means someone will have to go out of their way to come tell me. I'm saying like I don't want that whole thing to like erupt to the point where I find
Kuna
out.
hizo zenye mtu anakuja na kuambia, but let's say unapata mtu a while back alikuwa ame travel akarudi, alipima pregnancy kit na akaificha, akapata after kupata matokeo hakuwa na ball, but umekuja later on kupata pregnancy kit.
You guys are talking about very specific situation that needs to be handled differently.
Yeah.
Every situation will be different.
Right, but we're talking about this is like relationship dynamics. At what point in your relationship are you? Right.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the issue
Like think about it this way.
But
Let's say
it's
you're
all
meeting
dependent on trust.
let's say you're meeting a woman, right? You want to marry her and everything. Do you expect her to tell you who her parents are? Like right away?
Kama una expect
No.
kumuoa,
So if exactly. No, but we're talking about like you can meet someone and feel like I want to marry this person.
Yeah.
Some people that happens. But like you see what I mean? There's a time and space for it. Like with time, you're gonna learn more and more and more and more. And someone is gonna trust you more and more and more and tell you certain things. Now, there's certain things that you said you don't really just tell somebody. Those things should be handled with care. Like if somebody was a hoe and they decide to come tell you later on, that's perfect. You just don't want to go find out, like, you know, you're out with your girl and you see
but
niggas,
sasa you're gonna
you
be
see
mad
niggas-
you found out.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
So
again,
you're saying it's better I don't find out?
we're not saying it's not, it's
Because
better.
utakasirika umefind out hakukuambia.
Yeah. Again,
Sindio?
it's
Swali
it's
lilikuwa
about
ni,
the circumstances that you find
How
out
much
in.
should someone?
Yeah.
And that's what I say. In a realistic setting, I feel like you should let you open up to your partner. But I feel in a realistic setting, there's certain things you're gonna leave in the closet.
Of course.
Nikuulize
And it's with
everybody.
time.
Yeah.
With time, you're going to tell them.
Yeah, with time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
For
nikuulize, do you have a problem with, let's say uko na udemu umepatana naye umeanza hata kudate, but unakuja kufind out kuna time nini zake zishailik kwa mtandao, like for you is that going to be a problem, the fact that watu huku nje washaona nini za huyu uchi, ama wewe bora you're the one handling the
Did
material?
she tell me about it or she didn't?
No, she didn't, because ye ni kitu
Ilisha happen.
ilipita na kwanza hiyo time ilisumbua vibaya, so
And
she
if
doesn't
anything,
even want anything
yeah,
to do with
just-
it.
It's a painful experience to her.
Yeah, it's a traumatic
It's a
experience.
traumatic experience to her.
But wewe kuna discover it will be
Man, acha iende. Life is life. We keep on pushing.
so utakubaliana naye tu.
Inakubaliana na hali halisi. Life moves on.
So sometimes unaweza pata hiyo 942 umefukuzanga
Uyo.
The right person.
the right person.
But is there a right person for everyone?
No.
Damn.
Can someone have
crazy.
multiple compatible people?
Yes. We're mammals. Look, just think about it this way. We're still animals at the end of the day, right? Like let's go back to the NYASH thing for a second. most animals actually have sex facing both of them facing the same direction. Very few animals have sex
Kulaliana.
face to face. Yes.
By then it's easy to.
Yes. We do that because we have evolved
But
beyond
nyani zi
that.
wangaliana.
Yeah, because they're also what? Primates.
Oh, true.
They're primates.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not all of them too. Not all of them.
Kweli.
It's actually very specific. Only chimps and gorillas do that.
Yeah.
Not even baboons.
Baboons ni nyuma.
Baboons ni nyuma.
Unaonanga
Yeah.
watu wakienda kwa
Baboons
zoo
ni nyuma.
unapata bambu nani pale Pound Town. Watu ina traumatize watoto vibaya sana.
So yeah, when it comes to this compatibility, like it's not a thing, because when you look at the DNA of the world and like just how spread we are, we're not very far apart.
Kweli.
As human, like when you look at the DNA of a white person and you compare that to like probably anybody in the world, we're not very far apart, which means we come from like
The same.
very very like linked lineages.
Our DNA sequence
very
is very
linked.
similar.
Yeah.
From the same chromosome.
Yes. And you look
Yeah.
autosomal. Yeah.
To somebody
Yeah.
fucked up.
Like most men,
Kiing Marko
most men,
kutoka-
like about 60% of the men just throughout history never had any offspring. We are products of 40%.
Huh?
Yeah, 60% of the
Mbona
men
waliacha?
in history.
Ama
Yeah,
hiyo ndo-
what happened?
Because-
Ndio maana hiyo kitu
Because
Japan pia wameanza
women constantly pick the same men. Now that answers your question. Can you be compatible with different people? Yes, women can be compatible with just one man and it's different.
So unataka kuniambia considering population ya madem
I'm
ni
lost.
mingi kuliko ya machali.
That's also not true.
The possibilities
That's
are
not true. There's never been a time in history where there was more women than men in the world. Ever.
ama ni places
Ever. Ever.
How you know about that?
So many things we can know about that because we have looked at world history. We also look at population. We have census.
census, yeah.
So women have never been
But
more than
nasema
men?
kuna places-
Women have never
Yeah,
been
kuna
more.
places-
For my country,
kuna
Women have
places
never
zenye
been
wanawake-
more right now than women.
kuna places zenye wanawake ni wengi though kuliko
Yes,
wanaume.
and most of those places are what? Underdeveloped countries.
Interesting.
na mbona iko hivyo?
Because finally people started having women. Women are what? Most people in undeveloped countries, women are what?
Mothers.
Well, not even just mothers. Before they become mothers, before they sell them off, to give them to husbands or whatever, they are the labor. They provide labor. And if you have a woman, what will you get in return when you give her out?
Bride price?
Dowry, yes.
Dowry.
Yeah. So you still get matched. So you're not really losing anything. But most people still didn't have girls until later on.
I know, right? Yeah.
They still didn't get women. Yeah.
I'm lost.
People still had
Until
boys.
ungeweza kuafford.
Yeah, you couldn't afford because just let's talk about 200 years prior to where we're living right now. Even in some cultures right now, the women used to pay dowry, not the men, because your father is saying, "Hey, I'm giving my daughter to you and I don't want my daughter to starve. She is not your responsibility. I am. She's my responsibility." So they still give people dowry. And this comes back from like a long time ago, like Roman times. The reason why dowry came about was not because they wanted to reimburse, it's because they were passing wealth. So I have a daughter and I don't want my daughter to suffer on your hands, right? So I give my daughter property. But since women were not allowed to hold property,
Oh yeah.
it goes to the husband.
And a lot of Ninis still practice that. Hata ukienda-
A lot of cultures do.
Yeah.
A lot of cultures do. They still do. We overturned that and we took the Western perspective because most Westerners, when that was happening, like around the turn of around that information age, like Shakespeare and Christopher Columbus, around that time, women were still very rich because a lot of men died from the Black Plague. A lot of men.
So my question would be, what do you guys think of the modern culture where instead of people giving actual dowry, like cows, goats, milk and stuff, they actually pay money? What do you guys think about
Valuation.
that?
We've turned everything monetary.
Does that feel right to you guys? Because it doesn't feel right to me for some
Yeah.
reason.
It doesn't feel right because the whole point behind dowry, it's not the monetary significance. It's
Right.
what okay for Africans we do it as ni culture yetu. That's what we do. For hiyo ya wealth hiyo yao ni tofauti yenye mwanamke analipa dowry. That's a different case because hiyo ni transfer of wealth.
This was
But for
definitely
us,
wealth,
the
yeah.
significance of dowry is not about the physical whatever yenye unapata. It's about the appreciation of mmenipa mtoto.
By the way, that thing is so complex because like when you look at like Kikuyu culture, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man doing that. Some women marry themselves.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Guys, tupatane
Keep up.
next week. Don't forget to
up.
like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.
Thank you for having me.